Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna take a first look at Line of Sight. So basically Line of Sight is a first-person shooter made, developed by Nexon, also famous for of course Combat Arms, and it was actually a kind of spiritual successor to Combat Arms. It was also, if you go to the website, it is Combat Arms Line of Sight. Nexon dropped it, another company, I think a Brazilian company, bought the game and basically released it a couple of days ago actually on Steam. I will have a link in the description if you want to check it out. It is currently 10 bucks, very cheap. I think it's definitely worth it. The developers are not sure yet if they want to make it into a free-to-play game, though currently, like I said, it is 10 bucks just to kind of bring in some money because they are really short on money. After booting up the game, you have the option to play the tutorial. I wouldn't really recommend playing it. It is really boring, though I do believe you get a reward after that, so that is actually worth it. So basically the main language supported is just English, which is fine for 90% of the people, but you can actually download extra languages via their website. I thought it was kind of cool. So after the tutorial you can actually make your name. For some reason, don't know why, but I couldn't pick CadGamings. I couldn't pick anything but Gamings. Then I tried Assassin because that's my old username, and I couldn't pick that because of ass.
You know why they call you Assassin? Because it's ass in.
So CatVidog was right. So basically what this game is, it is a really fast-paced first-person shooter. You can die extremely fast, but if you get body shots, it can take a lot of bullets actually to kill someone. The time to kill can be very long, but it can also be almost instant. Just now, before I recorded this, they released a patch where the jumping accuracy was lowered a little bit because it was ridiculously accurate. You could just jump around the corner and just instant headshot people. Sometimes it kind of felt like everybody was hacking, so that's not a good thing. Overall, I think the gunplay feels really nice. It is a Korean shooter. The guns do feel a little bit light, not really like powerful, but I think the sounds overall are pretty good. The visuals, I think the guns look really nice. The map and just the overall graphics are okay. I wouldn't say they are great, especially not for a 2016 shooter, but they are good enough. It runs like a dream. It's running on the Unreal Engine 4, I do believe, not 100% sure. So what I think is so cool about this game is you have a shit ton of weapon customization. It is really ridiculous. So you have about 20-ish guns currently, and they are still updating the game, of course, because it is still in early access. So about 20-ish weapons, including the secondary weapons, and each weapon has a shit ton of attachments. Each attachment does something totally different, can increase the fire rate, decrease fire rate, damage, all that stuff. It really gives you a really detailed list of what each item does, which I really like. You can pick the camo for each individual attachment. That's so cool. Just small things like that, really cool. You can go to the store and you can just pick any weapon you would like, totally customize it, and you can instantly go to the firing range, test that weapon on bots. You can get a really exact like spray pattern down the left hand side, so you can exactly see how accurate your weapon is. Just really cool, very fluid. I really like it. So basically by playing this game you get points, credits, I don't know what it's actually called, just credits, and you can buy guns, also characters, because each character is slightly different, camo boxes and attachments, and maybe some more things that I'm not aware of, maybe some character customization stuff. One thing is that the character or the credit rate is actually really slow. Unfortunately, I think you can buy boosters with real life money. The good thing about this game is that you have a fuck ton of missions, kind of like Call of Duty style, all of the challenges, each weapon, each game mode, just a ton of that stuff, by basically just playing your game, and you can earn a shit ton of credits that way. Also there are daily, weekly and monthly missions which also pay out a lot of money, so that's really good. The main game modes I've seen so far is Team Deathmatch, Search and Destroy, Domination and Free for All. There might be something else. They just released the update, like I said, with Zombies mode. Not sure what that is, if that's PvP or PvE. Not 100% sure, but it sounds really cool. Definitely will post something about that. So currently there are, I believe, 5 or 6 maps, so not the greatest amount, but the maps are actually very nice, though they do look a lot bigger than they actually are because they have a lot of restricted areas, which kind of sucks, but it is really cool, and it is also makes it a little bit easier to learn the actual maps. Just overall, I had a fun time time playing this game. I played a little bit of CadGamings, which you might see some gameplay of on our second channel, CadGamings Dutch. Link will be in the description, so if you're interested in that, you can check that out. We had a blast playing this game. It is a lot of fun, really easy to run. $10 I think is really cheap, and a really good strategy just because it will bring in some money. They're not afraid to say this is a early access game and there is a lot of stuff that will change. I have to say actually the hit registration is actually really good, though there are a lot of people from, for instance, America or China or Australia that are playing on EU servers just because the player base is actually still very small, and that really sucks because those players have an insanely high ping, though you can't actually see that because you have those like old school Call of Duty ping bars just 4, 3, 2, 1, not an actual ping number, so that kind of sucks. I think that would be nice to implement. The leveling system is also fairly straightforward. You just earn XP. When you first do the tutorial, you get a starter pack which contains a month-long booster where you get 50% extra XP alongside with 2 other things that I kind of forgot. Not 100% sure what that was, but that is really nice to kind of give you a little bit of a start in the beginning, level up your character. Leveling up unlocks more stuff, credits, special in-game premium currency, just more weapons and class customization. I believe you also need to be level 16 to create a clan, so that's also in this game, and to actually do some more stuff. I'm not 100% sure, I haven't played a ton of it, but what I have been playing I really like. So yeah, like I said, there is a premium currency in this game. It's actually fairly expensive. It seems to be almost like a 1-to-1 rate, so 500 credits or whatever it is, seems to be 500 cents or $5. So that's actually fairly expensive, especially considering that the camo cases I believe went for 300 for 6, so you get 6 camos, or the chance of getting 6 camos. You can also get some other stuff, I do believe, for roughly $3, which is actually fairly expensive. So I haven't played enough to tell if this game is pay to win. I don't think it is, because it seems like most weapons you can actually just buy with in-game credits, though it has this kind of stupid weapon rent system where you can buy weapons for, let's say, 7 days or a month, and it costs an extremely high amount to buy a weapon actually permanently, so that kind of sucks. That is this type of game, and Korean games are really notorious for being grindy as fuck, especially the MMOs. So talked a little bit about this before. You have different characters and each character has kind of a special ability, some extra health, faster running, all that kind of stuff, but each character also has abilities, and that's really cool. So basically you earn these just over time, and you can speed this up by getting kills, scoring points. So basically you have 2 types of abilities. One is non-lethal and one can be lethal, though a lot of servers have these disabled, so I don't know what's up with that. Not a lot of servers are actually online currently, though you can actually really easily make one yourself if you have enough people that actually will join that server for free. So the starting ability is kind of like this airstrike, satellite strike that comes down and can actually do a lot of damage, and the non-lethal one is kind of a leap ability where you aim at a certain point and then you kind of teleport to that point, so it can be really useful. Does take a little bit of health, and that's really something you do need to keep in mind. There is no health regen, so you will need to die to kind of get your health back, and also if your health is too low you actually can't do the ability, though you will never die of doing the ability. So conclusion, I really like it so far. I don't know if this is actually a game that I will play for like months and months, but for $10 it is a really nice game, something else, something fresh. The question for you guys is, do you want to see more gameplay of this game on this channel? If you do, hit a like, leave a comment, that would really help. I'll definitely play a little bit more, especially also with CadGamings in Dutch on the other channel. We have a lot of fun. So that was basically this video. I know I haven't covered everything, there is a lot more, but that's basically it for this video. So please leave a like if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.